All right, let's move straight to our final conversation. Leadership transitions can often be accompanied by tension and intrigue. In Lagos, the removal of Mudashiru Obasa as Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly has sparked a series of events. Reports indicate that Assembly officials have now been directed to present valid identity cards to access the premises, signaling tightened security measures. The new Speaker, Mojisola Meranda, presided over her third plenary session amid rumors of divisions within the Assembly. However, these whispers of discord were seemingly quelled by a group photograph symbolizing unity in the House. Over the weekend, Obasa insisted that he remains the Speaker, claiming his impeachment did not follow due process. Abimbola Agbebiyi has been following the events at the Lagos State House of Assembly and brings us this report.
This is the Lagos State House of Assembly this Monday morning, less than 48 hours after former Speaker Mudashiru Obasa rejected his removal from office.
To remove, you must follow the due process, as I have said. I'm not afraid of being removed.
Security appears watertight as visitors, journalists and staff of the Assembly were thoroughly screened and checked before they could gain entry into the premises. We were told that the leadership of the House had ordered security agents to be on alert to prevent any invasion. It's another plenary day and many had wondered what will happen on the floor of the House, especially with the comments made by the former Speaker, Obasa, who had claimed at the weekend that he was illegally removed and remains the Speaker.
What we are saying is that they should not discredit an innocent person. You should not have let somebody that has done nothing. If you want to claim that I'm corrupt, please prove it. Prove it. Let us see it. Prove it. If you don't want me to be speaker, it's not a difficult thing. Let us stay out of assembly. Above common standard of excellence.
But to show she's in charge, the new Speaker, Mojisola Meranda, officially moved into the office of the Speaker, where she was welcomed amidst prayers and congratulatory messages from her fellow lawmakers. As a mark of support, the lawmakers were spotted taking pictures with the new Speaker. Meanwhile, the House has rescheduled its plenary to a later date. Speaking with TVC News, former Chairman House Committee on Information, Honorable Stephen Ogundipe, says the decision was taken to douse the tension in the state. As it stands, 37 lawmakers have reaffirmed their support for the new Speaker. Abimbola Agbebiyi, TVC News, Lagos.
All right, thank you so much, Abimbola Agbebiyi, for that report there. But Kayode, he made some allegations over the weekend. Now, I'll start with removing him in his absence. Is it a violation of the Constitution? What does the law say? And must he be present before he is removed?
You see, let me put it this way, just so that it's on record. If you listen to Obasa critically on Saturday, critically, the word is critically, you will see that I don't think he was so emphatic to say that he's still the Speaker. Okay. I will explain.
Okay.
Now, he said, Speaker cannot be impeached. And the word there is, you're just playing on words. We have understood that it takes the president or the governor to be impeached. Speaker only needs to be removed. And that's what they have done.
So in this case,
so what is now saying is, watch me. What is now saying is, they should remove me constitutionally, which leads to your question.
Yes.
What is unconstitutional in having more than 2/3 saying that we are tired of you, go. Gross misconduct, abuse of office. They listed all those impeachable offenses. So what makes it unconstitutional? Is it that the maize has to be a particular maize that he knows was with someone that they didn't have it that day? Trust me, the little the lawyers have spoken about this issue, I do not think there are merits to his defense. So what he is probably saying is, maybe you should do it in my presence again. But that he's saying that the people who are with him, I think it's clear that they have left him.
Okay.
And it takes just 2/3, that's what the Constitution says, to say that you are removed from office. So let's agree that he wasn't impeached, but he was removed.
He was removed.
So I do not know what is unconstitutional there. The strength he would have garnered is if that process was not carried out in the legislative chamber. Okay. And that's what happened in the case of Rivers, you know, where they had to make sure that hey, this sitting would not take place here.
Exactly.
So I don't think it was unconstitutional.
Section 92, subsection 2, articles A, B, C, you know, talks about the conditions, you know, before removing a speaker. Now, Mudashiru Obasa is saying that he was removed in his absence. First of all, I want to ask you, on Wikipedia, it said he's a lawyer. Yeah. Is Obasa a lawyer?
He says he's a lawyer. That's what he calls himself.
That's what he calls himself.
So I can't contest whatever anybody calls himself.
Okay, now, he has said
and
that...
This, I have seen that he graduated from LASU.
Okay.
During, I mean, a program he did during his course as a legislator. He was also attending LASU.
Okay.
So, but with, I mean, I think it's the NBA that can answer that question, whether it's on the list.
Called to the bar.
Called to the bar
it's
or
not
not.
for Mojib Jamil to...
Okay, but now that he's saying that removing him in his absence is a violation of the law. But we also can see what Section 92, so ABC.
It will need to go to court to prove that. Like Kay said, you see, the thin line here is between impeachment and removal. A speaker can be impeached.
Okay.
And a speaker can be removed.
What's the difference?
The difference is for a speaker to be impeached from the House rules, not from Section 92 of the Constitution. And that is what he is saying. That is where he's going.
Yeah, he talked about that they stepped down the House rule. They didn't follow the House rules.
Yes, the House rules could be stepped down because the Constitution is
the ground norm.
It's the ground norm.
Okay.
See, when there's a conflict between the electoral law and the Constitution, which one comes first?
Is the Constitution.
The Constitution.
So now, the difference between impeachment and removal is what he himself spoke about. He spoke about the impeachment of Joko Pelumi. He said he was there when he was impeached. And meanwhile, impeachment provides that you must serve the person a notice, give him 72 hours to respond, then you appoint a speaker extempore who presides over, as last like a temporary speaker who presides over. That's for impeachment. But the guys who removed him, those lawmakers, they are wise men, very smart. If the producer has the tape of, I think it's about one minute, it's a 90-second clip of where he was removed. Okay. They never mentioned impeachment. They quoted Section 92, I think is the lawmaker from, I think Ikosi.
Okay. All right. We need to go on this quick break.
Okay.
But when we return, he also made an allegation.
No, I need to
I know. But we need to pay some bills.
Okay.
But when we return, he also made an allegation on mace.
Okay.
Fake mace, allegation of a fake mace.
Okay.
We'll get to talk about that when we return. Don't go anywhere. Still Journalist Hangout.
Today we celebrate a true leader. Happy 50th birthday to Dr. Teen Jack Rich, the visionary president and founder of Belema Oil and a philanthropist par excellence. Dr. Teen Jack Rich's unwavering support for Nigerian youths, regardless of tribe or religion, has empowered many to reach their full potential. He has proven that love, unity, and compassion can drive real change. As an advocate of Let Love Lead, he continues to inspire and uplift the next generation of leaders across the country. On this special occasion, Nigerian youths join in wishing you long life, prosperity, and continued success. Dr. Teen Jack Rich, may you keep leading with love and making a difference for many more years to come. This message is proudly brought to you by Ambassador Sokubo Sarah Igbe Sokubo, NYCN President and Secretary, Board of Trustees. The National Youth Council of Nigeria congratulates the Executive Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Governor Sim Fubara, as he celebrates his momentous 50th birthday. As an inspiring leader, Governor Fubara has led Rivers State through remarkable strides in social, economic, and infrastructural development, impacting every corner of the state. Your dedication to progress has earned you the admiration and respect of Nigerian youths. Governor Sim Fubara, you are a true role model to us all, and we are proud to celebrate your success. May you continue to lead with vision and strength. May your future be filled with even more extraordinary achievements and lasting impact. This message is brought to you by Ambassador Sokubo Sarah Igbe Sokubo, NYCN President and Secretary, Board of Trustees.
All right, still journalist hangout. I still have, the gentleman right here with me. But
it's about to round off.
So okay, now let me
You're
just,
about to round
so impeachment, you need to set up a panel,
okay,
and give the indicted speaker the opportunity to respond. But with remover, you don't need any reason, and that's what they did. Whether you are there or not, the only thing they need is 2/3 majority. And in this case,
says.
What is 2/3 majority of 40? It is 26.7, but because there's no half human being,
exactly.
So we round it up to 27,
and
they have 30. No, on that day they had 33.
Yeah.
But yesterday there were 37 people.
Yes.
With Meranda, Lasbat, Mojisola.
But pictures may be different from action.
Well,
but okay, now
but let's
go back to some of the allegations he said. He talked about fake mace. What's the implication?
Okay.
If there's
okay,
because this reminds me of the Chuba Okadigbo scenario.
See, there is nothing like a fake mace. If we can get it, I think I want to give Nigerians this assignment. Go on YouTube and search for the remover of Obasa. You will see it. The mace is there in the video. And let me tell you about the mace. You can have 1,001 maces as long as it bears the logo of Lagos State. Now, when Jabulani, that football, a brand of football, was introduced to South Africa 2010. Now, spectators love it such that anyone that leaves the field and goes into the spectators' seats, they will hold it. So they will not bring another ball. I mean, of course, there are several certified. So it's like the case of a mace. If somebody thinks he's smart enough to go and keep a mace, some people are smarter to have replicas.
Okay.
So that answers the question. A mace was there.
Now, some allegations were actually leveled. One of them is financial misappropriation. But how come nobody's talking about it? Why is the EFCC not moved in on this matter? How come nobody's even talking about it?
So somebody needs to push an allegation. Somebody needs to write EFCC and also invite EFCC into the matter. That's one. Number two, this is also a case of, I see someone who is being smart. I see someone who is saying that, hey, what should happen is pure removal. Don't let it get to impeachment. Because when it's impeachment, there are a lot of rights that I will lose. Exactly. Because when you stand impeached, in 10 years' time, you can't contest election. And this is somebody who is saying, hey, give me soft landing. He didn't say that in practical terms. So I see someone who is fighting for his political future.
Okay.
I see someone who still wants to remain relevant, especially in Agege and some other places.
You know, come 2027.
But I see a whole lot of fear and
okay, as we wrap up, because our time is fast spent, Mojid, the impact of this matter on the political scene in Lagos. Do you see this issue escalating beyond this level?
There is no escalation. It can't go beyond what has happened. Like Kay said, it's not been...
You think it can cause some sort of political crisis?
There is no crisis. There are 37 people out of 40. 37 are with Meranda. And 2 plus yourself, you're on one side.
But even in the GAC, some people are supporting...
How many people?
Obasa?
How many people? Just one person. I mean, you can have a lone voice, picking his own opinion. Not the position of the GAC is clear. Meranda has gone to meet the GAC. They had a meeting, and they have endorsed her.
Okay. All right. It's a